Hello, my name is GregTech and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. Just a quick shout out to some new Patreons: Critical HD, Joss Day, Mutant, Tyler W, Duke Gronk. Thank you very much for the support. I always appreciate it. I do this in my spare time, and I do it for fun. So any sort of help is very much appreciated. And with that note, we are actually getting close to 10,000 subscribers. That is just absolutely crazy to me that we have made it that far and we're still going. And I'm still having fun playing GregTech New Horizons and still having fun making YouTube videos. For the most part. Some days, it's a little... we need a little bit of motivation to get me going, but like 99% of the time, I absolutely have a blast making YouTube videos for everyone. So thank you very much, and I don't know, maybe 10,000 subscribers, maybe a live stream? I don't know. We'll have to come up with something for that. But anyway, last episode, we ended with our Fusion 3 reactor. Getting our molten californium. We are just letting that run. It's not like super quick. It's 12 seconds for what, 16? It's 16? I don't remember. Oh, it's a bit more than that. 30, 32? What was that? 48. So, yeah, that is just chugging along. And we still have a decent amount to go. So we'll just let that run. And I actually don't even know how much power this is. I don't even think it's pulling that much power, to be honest. Yeah, this is just LUV, 1 or 2 amps of LUV, so it's really like nothing. Which, I mean, I know you need like a big buffer to get it going, but it does feel a bit cheap to run, doesn't it? I don't know. Like in real life, fusion reactors use like tons of power. Not like fusion reactors, but you know what I mean. Particle accelerators or whatever. And they use a ton of power. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll get that going, our Oganesson, and then we will probably replicate it. Because we'll need it in our void miners. Now, I do want to get our void miner sorted out. It's paused at the moment, probably because of some chunk loading issues. I really need to get that sorted out. Now, I have the Railcraft chunk loaders all over the place. Like, I have... that's this one. They do a 3x3 chunk. And the blue little thing is like the direct middle of the 3x3 chunk, I'm assuming. So I think we have... everything should be fully chunk loaded, but I am definitely having some issues. So there is probably stuff going on with the Railcraft chunk loaders. I may just, if I remember to do it, I keep forgetting to do it before I load up the world, install, what's that, FTB utilities or whatever for the chunk loading. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely feel like I'm having some issues, and that is why the AE was flickering when I am on a different dimension. But I do want to get all this stuff sorted. I don't like how it gets dumped in our regular system, and I think we can definitely improve this by doing a subnet. So that is probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get some ME drives. We'll throw it over here. I just want to get prepared, because if I hook up void miners to Oganesson, that is 64 ore. We are just going to be flooded with ores. Until we get... my goodness, what am I trying to say? Sorry, that distracted me. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, by the way. Logically, maybe. Yeah, I need to get that sorted, because if we start getting 64 times ore into the base, we're going to fill up those drives super, super quick. So I think I'm going to work on that really quick while we are waiting on the Oganesson. And we need, I don't know, how many drives do we want? At this point, like, Sure, 4 drives. And then we'll do 40 64K. That's going to take a little while, probably, to craft up, but 64K. Let's do it. And also, I noticed there was... That means there is some ore dictionary weirdness, but I need to... I like using up all that green glass or whatever. But I should probably... I don't know which one it is that is ore dictionary. It's the glass panes that are ore dictionary, obviously. I don't know which one it... I don't remember what recipe uses the glass panes. Oh, it's probably the ME storage housing. That's probably what it is. ME storage housing. Where is... There it is. Is this? Yep, that's the glass pane. So I probably should just change that recipe, but I'll wait till it's done. So just gone ahead and just built a little subnet. Pretty easy to do at this point. Still trying to sort out how I'm going to want to go about doing this. Now, I do want to keep some of this going into the Relegant network, the regular ME network, like some of the outputs. I guess the finished output is going to want to go into the regular network, but I don't want all of this, so I need to kind of sort out what I want to do. And I may actually also fix the... do the wireless while I am here as well. When we're done, we'll replace the P2P with a wireless directly onto the thing like we've been doing. Eventually, we'll probably replace them all with wireless, now that we make millions of EU per tick. But in the meantime, I do need to sort this now. I think I just need to get some of this from the main. It's going to take me, you know, just a little bit of manual work here, trying to get all the ores out that I don't want in the A system. But once they are separate, it's going to make this much, much easier for me to do what I want to do with this. Now, I also was suggested by King that I do a storage bus, and this does sound like a good idea. Instead of worrying about voiding the stuff at the source, just pump it all in, and then we will use a storage bus on a trash can. And I have never made a recipe for a regular trash can. That's funny. I mean, they're pretty easy to craft up, which is probably why I've just never bothered with it. And I won't bother with it this time. Trash can. Guess we can just go in the back. And then that. Does this only... I thought it had more. Is capacity card a thing on a storage bus? I have never even attempted to do that before. It is. Oh wow, I didn't realize that was... I didn't realize there was a locked behind capacity cards. Interesting. Man, sometimes you like played forever and you still like learn stuff. Look at that. I never realized that was a thing. That is pretty funny. What else do those go in? Import output buses formation plane. The more you know. Now, this is on a storage bus. Obviously, insert. I mean, we don't have to worry about that. But this definitely needs to be set. And thankfully, we just need whatever on it just to get it going. But, like, for example, obviously we need all this. I mean, we don't technically need this But no, I don't think we actually need any more of that. Now that we have the main or the final, like the final, just kidding. We might need it. Yeah, now that we have the final thing, I'm like, do we actually need that LEDX? But, alright. Let's do... I guess I would... You know what? I really don't need ruby ore anymore. I have so much chrome. I'm getting an engerium from... I'm getting it from our bees. Like, I have so much energy combs. I have 1.3 million energy combs. We don't need ruby ore. That's the only reason we're using ruby ore, it was for that. So, if I do this, in theory, I'm assuming it's just going to void it all when it puts it in. I just want to make sure. Yep, there it goes. All right, so it'll just automatically go to a trash can with the storage bus. All right, I do need to do the rest. All right. So some of this stuff, as I'm like looking, is going to need to be smelted in a smeltery. It's not going to have to go through all the ore processing. I mean, you can if you want, but like, I don't really think we need to send beryllium. We do get emeralds from it. It's emerald, like, maybe we should just send it all through. You know what? Let's just fully automate it. But I may want to move my multi-smelter over here, or do a separate one. I might do that. Because I am just smelting some ores that come in the A system. Like iron ore and stuff. I'm just directly smelting that. I'm not even bothering with everything. I don't know, but maybe we will once we upgrade this. I just did feel like there was a need to send it through this. Also, I don't know if we need the thermal centrifuge anymore. Okay, let me continue. Let me get all this stuff, at least out of the A system, into the new one so we can see what we're doing here. Okay, I've got most of the ores emptied out, but I still have some other things I want to do, and I think I have some ideas for actually how I am planning on... Man, I really need a better wireless too. So many things I need to do. Yeah, I have some ideas of how to deal with all the different ores. Because they do need to be split up into different areas, some of them. Some need to go to Sifter, some need to go another direction. So, anyway, but before we worry about that, we have finished our Californium, and I need to make this Oganesson, and that is 1 Oganesson is 4 calcium. So I kind of messed that ratio up, but I'm thinking after this we'll just be replicating it as needed. But there we go. It is being produced. It's going to take a little while. I have no idea where it's going to come out. How about we... right here. Oganesson. Go right there. Did I make it in time? It should. It seems like it always... Yeah, there we go. It does seem like it... Oh, it did? It did like a whole ingot at once. I thought it would do 32 at once. And we are getting enough power to keep this going. Oh, it does... Well, I completely... I'm gonna get 4. I'm gonna get more than I... Okay, I would totally misread that. I was thinking it was 4 calcium per 1 Oganesson, but no, it is 1 Oganesson makes... Or 1 molten California makes 4 Oganesson. Yeah, I totally was misreading that. That's kind of funny. Alright, sometimes. Alright, well there we go. There is that. We'll just let that run. I guess we didn't really need as much as we made, but all right. We got that. Also, I have, as I was getting everything into this, I remembered we were getting Awakened Draconium ore, so I do want to actually upgrade our casings as well when I get a second. But in the meantime, I do want to sort this out. Now, as I was like looking at this, it's kind of stupid that I have all these stocking input buses. Originally, I did that because some things needed to not be... some things needed to not be washed. I'm trying to think of the words here. I can't remember what it was, but like, was it like crushed tin or something like that? Something we needed didn't need to be... it couldn't be washed. Oh, monazite, that's what it is. Crushed monazite and bastonite was a thing, but I ended up taking care of that. Yeah, because you can't use the purified stuff. You needed the crushed to go in the digester. So that is kind of, I think that's why I started doing this stuff with the stocking input buses. But I'm thinking I'm probably just going to send everything in there. Now, the monazite could be something like... the way I have it now is it goes in the macerator, and then I have the storage buses on the thing, and we're going to have like a whole lot of pollution over here. These digesters are crazy, and they are chugging along because we're getting the pollution. Yeah, the crushed ores just go directly in here with a one-way storage bus. And I do that with the bastonite as well to split it out. So if there is something I need to split out, we can do it that way. But the question is, how are we going to get it in there from the void miner? So I'm thinking all the stuff will come in here from the void miners. It's going to get pumped out by super fast things. Hopefully this interface will be able to handle it. It should, I think. But then getting it to the other thing is going to be an issue because this is not on that network. We could... The problem with these things is they don't do well with... pipes aren't great with the filters. I'm just thinking, is there a way we can... I guess... what happens if we do an interface on this? This is the main line, obviously. And we'll use, like, the storage bus. Kind of like we're doing here. But we'll send some into the regular A system. Let me think about this. So this is sort of what I was possibly thinking. I don't know. We could always, you know, I may rearrange this a little bit. I just kind of wanted to get it. But I was thinking if we do that. I just had that to block the thing. Will let me... This happened when I connected it. I was trying to avoid that. Because it was... I don't know. Oh, I accidentally connected the controller to the main line, so it started dumping stuff in the drives. Yeah, so if this goes in the A system, I guess it wouldn't be coming in, the ore would be coming in here, but it's going to go through a pulverizer, and the pulverizer will dump it in the A system. So would this... I guess... your priority. I think... if you have the filter set, it actually does kind of treat it as a priority, because it did with the trash. Okay, so if I put this in here, does this go in the terminal or does it go in the thing? All right, so it went through there. Did it actually end up in the monazite line though? It did. All right, I wasn't sure if like a... Actually, let's do one more test. I wasn't sure if... Here, we could pull a bunch out and we'll see. It makes it a bit easier to see. I wasn't sure if like... Oh, I guess that worked, yeah. So I wasn't sure if like a storage bus going into the A system would go into another storage bus. I guess that's what I was trying to say. Let's do that. And let's see if... Yeah, that doesn't seem to have a problem. I didn't think it would. Alright, so did that all go over to our fully polluted area? Yeah, alright, cool. So I'll do that, and then I have one for the basanite. And then whenever I have, like, something else, we'll just... You know, we'll just add it to that thing that I don't want to go in to the ore washer or whatever. If there is some sort of part on the... Man, I can't even see. I'm pretty sure that is a bug, that the digesters are that polluting too. Yeah. So that should go there. Yeah, so if we'll just send everything into the ore processor, I believe. I do want one of these just for random things, but I don't think we need stocking input buses for all the other stuff. We'll just send literally all the ores that we want. Ores that we don't want will just be trashed right here. And then everything will go in the ore processor. Then if there's something that we want to keep crushed and not washed, we'll use this. And then if there's something we need like purified version of, we don't want it to go through one of these, we'll also use that to send it in the main system and go wherever it needs. So I think that's what we'll do. I'm kind of liking that. So with that in mind, I am going to break basically all this stuff and then just do... Don't love... I guess we'll... Yeah, I guess that would work. Or dictionary filter card on an export bus. And I could always do a super bus too. So this is definitely turning into a bigger project than I realized at first, but it needs to be done. Also, I got our Oganesson or whatever. It is scanning. It is a 3700 second recipe at LUV. So we got that going. I think the fusion, yeah, it is still chugging along. I don't remember where I put the stuff in. Yeah, it's still chugging along, but it's working. So I have gone ahead and I moved the travel anchor, so that's why it felt like it was in a weird place. I've gone ahead and upgraded all our energy hatches to ZPM. At this point, I had a whole bunch of energy hatches from upgrading the fusion reactor. That was 16 ZPM hatches. So I'm like, let's just upgrade everything. I also upgraded this to a 16 amp hatch. So yeah, that way we're not trying to deal with 3 different voltages over here. Now, this is probably going to get changed. I just haven't worked on that one yet. So I have done the washing. We do have a manual one just in case I need one over here. But mostly it's going to go in this super input bus right there with the ore dictionary thing. But before we get that, I do want to set this up or get this going. Now, same thing here. Export bus will just dump every single ore in there pretty much. Unless it is something I don't want to process. In that case, we'll just throw it on this filter. Now, This one's a little bit funny because normally this it will just dump into my main system. I'm going to craft up another maceration stack, I think, and then just have it completely separate for our crafting, our manual crafting stuff. And then we'll have this all completely separate. Although, once we get the ore factory, this stuff is all going to be broken down anyway. Anyway, not going to worry about that, but I have kind of just adjusted it a little bit to input into this subnet. So I am actually just going to throw just a stack of the awakened stuff just to make sure that is... Wow, did that go through that? That went through that whole thing really quick. Did that not work? All right, where did we end up? That should have gone in here, right? Oh, there it is. Why didn't... Oh! This is the main network. I'll get myself confused here. All right, so yes, crushed awaken, perfect. And then the stone dust we're just going to dump in the main A system. We have a super chest or whatever for all those. We still do need some for forget what. Clay, drilling fluid if we ever need that again. So yeah, that will just dump in there. And then, yes, the crushed awakened. I'm thinking... No, I think all this stuff needs to be... It'll all just go crushed into here, right? Yeah. Crushed. Just that, basically, right? I think. We'll just send it all directly into there. And then, like I said, if there's something that we don't, I'll just add it to the thing. All right. Did that. It didn't go in there. Oh, I didn't save it for some reason. There we go. I don't know. I just didn't save it. And then this will dump... Yeah, this will dump that into a system. And now that... Oh, and I also replaced the water thing with the reservoir hatch. So definitely just kind of little upgrades that have been added. Quality of life stuff to the pack. Where did that purified go? All right, where did that go? That makes me nervous. Where did that, Oh, it didn't. It's still in there. Oh. That's a bit of an issue. Yeah, that's crushed. So I have it set to crushed. Any crushed, but the purified is crushed as well. Alright, I wonder if I... Did that... Really quick, did that... Okay, it sent the stone dust into the A system. There should be awakened in here. Did I get... I didn't get any from 2 stacks of crushed. I didn't get any dust. It's a bit surprising. Maybe that's wrong. I feel like a 10% chance, though. I should have gotten some from that. Unless this is going somewhere it's not supposed to be going. That's what I'm just a bit worried about. Alright, and then this would go in this one. I'll have to figure that one out. Maybe... Let's see. That's the output bus, right? Input. Now I'll move this a little bit. So kind of split this stuff up between the main network and the sub network. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work, to be honest. Gone ahead and thrown the OR dictionary filter. Did crushed purified, but I don't want all the purified to go in there. I want some of it to go in here. And I'm thinking if I use a storage bus and put the things that we want on there with these super buses, I'm hoping that it will... I mean, this goes pretty dang quick, to be honest. I'm hoping it'll, especially with ZPM, that it'll be able to keep up with the ore washer. The thermal centrifuges, not... they are a bit slower. There are two, but I'm thinking that's why we have the export buses. Hopefully everything will just go in here, and then the leftover stuff that doesn't need to be sifted goes in there. I threw diamond in there, and I did not get the stuff for that either. The dust, the graphite, I think, was the byproduct. So I'm kind of wondering if the output bus ME was voiding the secondary inputs. I didn't think it did that, but that's the only thing I can think of. That why would we get these but not those? Although, no, we did get the other one, didn't we? Oh, that's right. We did get the secondary inputs, but these are put into a... Yeah, that's not the output ME. Alright. Something to think about. Okay, so... Like I said, I replaced this with the output bus. If I do this, and let me just... I don't want these on. I don't think they are. No. I just want to double check to see where these end up. So, there we go. They got washed. Two different things. They should go two different places. Awakened Draconian. Nope. Yeah, I don't want that to go there. I thought it would maybe go directly to that. I didn't have it set to... where did the other one go? Oh, did that go back in there? It might have gone back in there. Alright. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? This... Crushed. See, it's going to take me some planning and figuring out. That is, again, ending up in there. Alright, I thought that would immediately throw it... Okay, it hasn't thrown it in there at all. Even with a priority. Seems to be splitting between the export buses. That wasn't what I thought was going to happen, to be honest. Is this... Yeah, we do have a channel. Interesting. Let me... Okay, does this work? Let me unhook this. does this output? No. That is not going to the storage bus at all. That's a bit funny. Wonder if it's the... Like, why wouldn't this storage bus work? One like this did. Super input bus, maybe? You think that is the issue? Input bus. That is a... Yep, that is a super input bus. I could have sworn with that, with a priority on it, should have... Man, it's still not doing that. Okay, well that's not going to work, is it? That's not going to work at all. Okay, I think I may have realized what was happening. I am just testing 2 storage buses. I think because it was bidirectional, it was maybe... What it was doing was putting it in the inventory, and then the export bus was actually pulling it out. Because it was a storage bus, so it's like, oh, I have this stuff in here to export. And I think that's what was happening, because I noticed that some of the ores went in there, and then I was like, oh, why can I see them on here? It's because, yeah, I think that's what's happening. So I've switched these to insert only. Is this... Okay, what is up with the purified? What is up with this purified diamond ore? It does not want to do this. No matter what I do with purified diamond ore, it does not want to go in there. It like refuses to go through a storage bus. Am I nuts? Am I crazy? It absolutely refuses to do that. There's the awakened. What the heck? Oh, that's probably when I took the thing off. Yeah, purified diamond ore does not want to do what I want it to do. Why is it refusing to go in there? Stone brick. Alright. You GregTech people, tell me what's going on with that. Why isn't that working with that? Okay, well that's gonna kind of mess my thing up because the diamond ore needs to go in here, and apparently that's why that wasn't... Maybe that's why that wasn't working. That storage bus obviously works over there. Wait. Was it going in there? Hold on. Wait, was it going in there? It might have been going in this input bus, but then I could see it on the A system. So that's why I was like, why isn't it going in there? Because it was... Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Okay, just insert only. And they both have the same thing. Okay, that's gonna go in the chest, isn't it? Alright, don't mind me. Okay. So. Yes, okay, we figured out what the problem was. The problem was it was on insert extract, so the it was acting like it was pulling the items out of the super bus. All right, so that makes a bit more sense of what was going on with that. Let's try. Let me. Before we, I know this. I've spent like all day doing this, and it's actually really fun trying to figure this out. But it just took a lot longer than I thought it would. So crush purified. Let's do this. So we'll connect it. So the crush purified. I am gonna have to do something with this. Because the crush, I can't have the crush purified going in there. And I don't want to do like yet another subnet. That would be nuts. Maybe it depends how fast this goes. Maybe we could actually just do a storage bus and just send it all in there and it'll do that. Or oh, maybe I could maybe do a storage bus with the OR dictionary filter. Yeah, but the problem is if it fills up, then it's not going to go back in. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's just try to get this working. There. Awakened Draconium should go somewhere. Should go in here. No. Alright, so unfortunately that does not look like that is going to work. And I don't think it's... Oh. Man. I've been doing this so many times that I am getting really loopy here. Alright. For the 800th time. Purified. Awaken Draconium more. Okay, it looks like it might have worked. And there we go. Okay, so I think it went in the right spot. We have Emerald. Let's do that. You know what? Let me switch this out really quick. We'll be right back. So, not sure if this will work, but we'll give it a go. I will turn this on. I am replicating Oganesson right now. We'll go look at that in a second. Yeah, put it in there. That is got me a little stumped actually how I'm gonna deal with that. I mean, I guess we could just connect it directly to the output here. I just don't know what OR dictionary I would use to do that with, since they both start with the same thing. Unless I am totally trapped in here. Yeah, I really just want to throw it on a storage bus. But I don't know. That's got me a little stumped actually, the best way to do it. I mean, this works, I think. I think this will work. And then we just output that directly into the A system right here. The good old-fashioned, and I think with ZPM, I think that's gonna like tear through the stuff, but I could be wrong. But okay, let's head to where were we again? Ornarda F, and let's switch our thing over to Oganesson and really start cranking up the crazy amounts of ore that we're going to be getting. Also, I did throw a export bus. This one has a dust for any of the just whatever things. So when we do Awaken Draconium and stuff, this will get processed down. It'll end up in here, but we don't want it to stay in there. So we want that to end up into the main thing. So yeah, this works fine, except for getting the crush stuff in there. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do that. I mean, that... Even the thermal centrifuge kind of tore through that. Yeah, maybe storage buses. Anyway, let's meet up at Barnard F and switch this over. Okay, we are on the thing, and we are producing our ore. We can see being funny. Now I have set up the Ender fluid link cover is on the replicator, so we'll just do Oganesson. I could do like OG or O or something like that, but I figured be more specific so I don't forget. And there we go. There is that. There is from the fusion reactor. I did think if I should save some in the A system, but I think we are good. Okay, there we go. We are getting 64 ores per thing. Again, we could... I mean, at this point, there's no point to take these off. I mean, I would have to reset these in the overworld. And then I would have to like clear out. We're gonna start filling up the thing, and I don't want to do that and worry about. But I mean, I guess we could. But the only reason I would think that not to do this, or just to like change this to output everything, would be like if for some reason I need magnetite in the future. But I feel like this is already set. There's no reason to mess with it. But yeah, there we go. There is our 64 ores. So I'm going to continue working on the ore processing, see if I can get it sorted out how I like it, because we are going to be flooded with ores now with this running. So that is pretty cool. We're also going to need a second void miner, so I will work on that as well. But we should be producing enough of this. I think it's 300 seconds to produce a bucket, so we should be good. I don't think we have enough to start smelting with it in our blast furnace, because this does use a bucket per smelt, so I don't think we're going to do that. But yeah, we have really cranked up our ore gen. Anyway, that's going to be for today, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.